Good morning, everyone. It is time for the Dodgeball World Championships to pick up again here in Graz, Austria. Terry Thrasher back here with you in the Blue Box Arena. To start things off today, we've got Team New Zealand and Team Spain in a mixed foam matchup. Two teams that I have not yet seen in this tournament. Both, as you can see, break and huddle with a cheer and starting to get themselves set up. There's a little bit of conversation, of course, about where to line up the balls in the rush. We've talked about it a little bit on the broadcast here, but very often teams planning to play this a little more defensively will have the two balls on the inside, the one ball on the outside, allowing the inside rusher to better protect themselves even if they pass one back, whereas if you're optimizing for a quick attack, you tend to see just the one ball on the inside. Oh, and now we're getting this year's World's tradition of the polite opening handshake line there. We've seen a lot of teams doing this. It's all smiles now, but just wait till the action starts. I mean, hopefully it'll still be mostly smiles at that point. People don't high-five the refs enough, but there's a little bit of it right here. See some of the ball retrievers, just props to the referees. And we're going to get these teams lined up and get underway. Okay, and off the rush, it's New Zealand with the first attack. They send two. Anderson and Prime letting go of those, but they don't find their shots, so Spain's going to get to fire back with up to 5. Okay, they send in 3. They are able to take Bradshaw out in the corner. Now to the line, it's New Zealand's attack, and they return fire on one. Managed to take down David Nassar. Attack from the middle, getting through, and a return shot. Team's doing a good one-for-one action right now. Good fakes coming out of New Zealand. Their shots just missing the mark, though, toward the middle, and Anderson catching the opponent not looking. It's always, it's risky to throw all those additional balls, but sometimes when you have a clear shot at somebody clearly not paying attention like that, it can be worth it. Okay, good proactive shot taking out the other Anderson on the side. Brothers indeed on the wings, but now one of them on the sideline. Another long-range try. Ooh. That was almost, I feel like if Jimenez had not had those passes from teammates coming in a bit off the mark, he might have gotten tagged by that shot. That long-range shot, though, taking out Gould. Anderson and Prime, they're switching spots. Here comes the Spanish attack, though. Anderson with a good clean shot. We're back to 2-on-2. It's all even. It's on Spain to throw. New Zealand bunched up, backing up. And okay, there is a call there. Anderson is out. Not sure if that was due to a graze or what, but now Prime having to back up. Spain attacks, misses. Okay, Prime actually in a one-on-one now, so okay, it's been even all the way to start things off. First point very much up for grabs here from both sides, and Prime takes it. New Zealand on the board first. Good exchanges from these teams, very much keeping pace with each other. And with a good pace early on, that point taking about 2.5 minutes. Plenty of pep in the step for both sides here about 9 a.m. local time. Off the rush. Last time it was New Zealand attacking first. Anderson goes real quick. Takes his own ball back behind the line, fires cross court, and gets a hit on the disarm. Spain returns with one. But they do not connect, and now, oh, another cross court from Anderson. Doing well to go across to the left side of the court from that right corner. Okay, and now the other Anderson on the court at the moment, 19, taken down. There's a strong family connection on this New Zealand squad. Okay, ooh. That was a nice try by Amy Robertshaw trying to get her hands on the ball, but dropping it. And meanwhile, though, New Zealand able to get several connections. They've whittled Spain down to just 3. Okay, I like the proactive try from Jimenez, but missing long shots coming out from Spain from the back line. They do get a connection onto Anderson, so New Zealand now up to the line. Still weathering a bit of pressure from those corners. The Spanish corners just going to settle things down. Light on their feet, all the players out there. Spain to the line, attacking toward the middle, missing. Oh, and this long-range one bobbled, and a long-range shot back onto Davidson, celebrated. We're looking at a 2-on-1 now. New Zealand wants to extend the lead. The long-range shot, though. Preemptive shot missing. New Zealand takes it again. Prime out there again as a finisher. Although this time it was Gould with the final blow on that point. So New Zealand, a 2-0 edge so far. David Nassar taken out for the Spanish side. Long range. And Spain still on the hunt for that first point. Off the rush, New Zealand quick again. They get the attack. This time it's blocked. Oh, but as Spain bunches up an attack and a return shot. Referee's just making sure. Okay, was that a double on the Spanish side? It looks like it might have been. Okay, Anderson calling himself off there. Not able to get that blocker up in time, so good hard shot from the Spanish side, getting another elimination. New Zealand staggering that delivery a bit, but Spain still 4-on-4. A little bit of shuffling on the court position. They attack toward the right corner. A long cross-court duel. Everybody's still in it. 4-on-4. We got some good low dodges. Another cross-court try. We're seeing a lot of that from both sides. That one's straight on from Gould, but Jimenez ready. Spain with that player edge now. Another cross-court try onto Anderson. Nassar really willing to try those long shots. And coming pretty close. And there's Anderson returning in kind. Good attack. I like the defensive move there from Amy Bartlett, just sliding laterally, getting low, moving quickly, getting that blocker up in front. Another attack toward Anderson again. He's able to get that blocker up, and he's right up at the line. He attacks. Jimenez goes low, but the shot was too low. That ball pops up. Oh, and Dixon not able to get to it. So she got at least her blockers onto it. The question is whether she got tagged as well, but she's indicating that no, it only hit the blocking balls. So not able to secure that for bailing out her teammate. Let's see if Spain's able to capitalize on this and find their first point. A good hard shot from Dixon, but not quite on target. So now Spain to the line. The attack again going on that diagonal angle we talked about yesterday. Just how effective those diagonals can be. Okay, 2 shots from Spain. Now Jimenez holds the line while his teammates back off. Only 1 ball on the Spanish side now. See if they attack that line. Okay, they do go right to the ball. Jimenez acknowledging, right in the hair. And it's going to be on Spain now. They've still got twice the players that New Zealand does, but Dixon pops up, attacks. Nope. Just making ready. Easier to show that energy early in the day where it's only 25 degrees now, although Dixon is called off, so okay. It's just going to be 1 for New Zealand. And I think for time reasons there, the 10-second shot count. So maybe some of that used up by the call getting Dixon off, but now that means Bartlett's going to have to face all 6 thrown balls, potentially. Bartlett is hit. Good defensive move, but only able to avoid 3 of the incoming 4. So good accuracy from Spain, getting themselves on the board. It's a 2-1 edge still for New Zealand on the score sheet. And off the rush, it's been New Zealand attacking more often. This time they relax a bit. Okay, and there, Jimenez knows he got tagged. So New Zealand very opportunistic in some of these moments. They've been able to find some good outs. Okay, and good straight shots, though, taking out one of the Andersons. Another Anderson is a target. A return shot is caught between the knees. Dixon grabbing that ball off Nassar. Making a little facial expression like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Just 1 ball sent in by Davidson. Going across, New Zealand looking for that momentum again. Nice shot coming in, but alertly dodged away by Anderson. Spanish players talking about what they're going to do on defense. The offense comes in, it's just 1 shot. They return with just 1 throw. Anderson's covering each other here. And now as Spain comes up, okay, their ball's hit in the air, but they were teammate balls, so that doesn't cause a problem. Bartlett is the casualty. Okay, very aggressive all around, scrambling back, and 2 hits. Spain capitalizing with all those players kind of up toward the middle of each other's parts of the court. You see Spain coming out on top with 2 hits. And there's a long range. New Zealand finding their own opportunity. Good heads-up attack from them. Spain down to 2. Good blocks, good defense. Now the Spanish players backing off. They will try to weather the storm, find their opportunity again. Ooh, Gould with a great shot onto the ankles. Borges heads out, and now Anderson looks for the attack. Looks again to pressure while there's no ball in hand. Eric Esquire taken out. He just couldn't get a ball in hand safely. New Zealand doing well to keep up the pressure. Try to make sure that the defensive tools would not have an easy opportunity to get into their target's hands and get themselves that 3-1 advantage. New Zealand has a few returning faces from previous World Championships. We've seen Gould here before, for example, in 2022. Spain there a little more quickly off the rush, although they do not end up taking a shot. It's going to be on New Zealand coming up. Nice ball moving between players. Okay, coming close. Was that long-range shot, but no luck so far. On the attack, New Zealand missing with just one. Both teams playing it a little bit slow at the moment. Spain with 4 balls, though. Hey, they get a shot, connecting. Bring it back to 5 players on 5. Spain attacks again. Just 1 ball. Everybody's still covering each other. Ooh, that one coming real close, but good defensive efforts. Getting really low under those incoming shots. It's really important sometimes. Okay, ball nicely blocked. Both teams playing it patiently, looking for their opportunity or just trying to connect with those solo shots, as we see one doing so there. Spain with the player advantage now, 5-4. Okay, another well-placed shot, getting under the blocker. Spain doing well to connect on some of these solo throws in the last few moments of play. Let's see if they're able to turn that all the way into an advantage on the scoreboard. Long range try into Anderson, missing. Okay, as the players bunch up, we see the other Anderson in the middle taking the shot. Ooh. Okay, ooh, that shot coming in up high. Paula Bravo is okay. We saw the acknowledging hand coming up from Sam Anderson. He was sorry, but he'll take the out. Okay, they send, there's a follow-up shot. Anderson sending a 3rd ball Spain's way. But they did draw Esquire up into the jump. Anderson able to hit him on the way down after Robert Shaw's throw teed it up. So we're back to even players, 3-on-3. A rush up from Joel Anderson doesn't really turn into much. We're still looking at the 3-on-3. Okay, using a bit of time and now trying to attack on the back pedal. And a return shot. Brother covering brother. Okay, they go toward the middle this time. And what do we have, a timeout call? Oh, not a timeout call, sorry, a court condition timeout. And we're just gonna do our first stoppage of the day in order to clean off a wet spot on the court. It will not be our last stop of the day for this, I promise you. Play resumes, New Zealand attacking. Or are they? They are. Good alert play by the ball retriever there. Getting the ball that was passed over toward Anderson back in his hands quickly. Okay, Spain bunched up a little bit as they retreated, but the block able to come through. Giving Navarro chances to recover, but she is tagged out now, and the scramble in close. It's a 1-for-1. Oh no, it looks like that Bartolome called out. I didn't see what got him, so that is going to make it a 1-on-2 now. Coming to the line, Spain attacking, and point blank. Looks for the shot on Robert Shaw, missing. The Isa Senar still out there alone. Playing defense now. Gets away from those balls. The 3rd one misses. Ooh, and comes close. Senar now back on defense again, but it will be her initiative. She's got that extra ball on her side. Sends one in. It skips short of the target. She's still got the extra ball on her side. Okay, she gets that one on target. Robert Shaw looking for the catch, not able to find it. We got a 1-on-1. Both players near the back. Now it's Anderson coming up, attacking. It skips short. Senar's return shot also skips short. Oh, but Anderson found the back line. Under a bit of pressure, he steps back. And Senar able to close out the second point for Spain. And takes a break, being fanned off by some teammates and congratulated by some teammates. Well-earned effort on her part for Spain. We got about 2 minutes left here in the first half. It is 3-2 in favor of New Zealand. As you can see, it's been a very close match, often coming down to one or two players on both sides. Off the rush, this time it's Robert Shaw with a pretty quick attack. Okay, Spain missing that one. Davidson's shot came close. But yeah, I think that bounced before finding the target. So now Spain's going to get to come up. They just send one. New Zealand attacking and good coverage and fakes on defense. Bartlett had used that ball for protection well and then defers it over to Anderson. Spain still 6 strong. They're coming up to the line with 4. There's a nice attack onto Davidson, connecting. And the call is that there was a double. And referee's talking. Okay, so seems like the center ref thought they saw a double, but the player ref on the side had a good line and just suggesting that that call be reversed. Looks like the ref was willing to do that, so. Some of the Irish players doing early morning reffing duties. We appreciate that. Okay, nice little flurry of action from both sides, but those shots missing by a little bit. Spain's attack happens in and toward Anderson and Robert Shaw. Oh, it looks like we got a long-range connection as Barbera has to head off. Ooh, another long-range try, trying to capitalize again on people not paying attention, but we also ended up moving right toward the end of the timer. So that flurry brought to you by our movement right toward no blocking. And so these balls reset. Players go to the back line. No blocking allowed now. We'll see how things are changed. Early shots just barely missing. Spain hoping to tie things up as the first half ends. These corners trading shots that miss, but there's one onto Anderson. Anderson stepping up again, very willing to throw, very willing to connect in that case. Getting thrown to Senar. Spain's attack coming up, and nope, they don't go too hard. Not quick enough. And after that little bit of a flurry, see Escobar heading out for Spain. New Zealand's got 2 on the court still. Okay, those balls are getting close. Did that get through? Yep, and you can't block in no blocking. So New Zealand gets a little bit of an edge there as Natalia Batras forgets for a moment how those rules change. So New Zealand finishes that first half strong. They've got a 4-2 edge. Great action from both teams as the day begins. Obviously, it's the first match for them, first match slot for everybody. And now we got another handshake or high five line. Big smiles all around still. We do love to see the camaraderie here at the Dodgeball World Championships. So Spain, a new country to the foam style here in the WDBF organization. They've had pretty reasonable showing so far in this match. We have seen New Zealand a little bit in the past. We had a pretty good showing from the New Zealand team in Edmonton 2022. And some of these members have also made appearances at Worlds previously, including 2018 and 2019. Those would be the Los Angeles and Cancun World Championships. So the ball retrievers out there for New Zealand getting in some throwing reps, working on those windmills. And that is something that I've been working on too, to try and save my shoulder a bit of strain as I gracefully age. Team Canada's Jocelyn Brewer and her father are very willing to help teach people. But let's just say mine's not tournament ready yet. And of course, some of these teams are going to talk things over a little bit. We got about 5 minutes of halftime available, and so there can be a chance for adjustments. Pep talks, cursing each other out if that's your style in halftime. I hope not, but no, we've seen worse. Liking the energy levels, though. We're seeing New Zealand some hopping high fives in the background. And why not? They've had a strong start in this match. And nothing to be ashamed from the Spanish side either, I think. Just a couple of breaks going more their way. And we would be seeing them with the 4-2 lead instead. Ball retrievers trying more trick shots overall. We call those the Rec League specials sometimes. I would suggest they have their place in Rec League, but probably not something you want to actually bust out in a proper tournament match usually. It is fun to try and get those throwing mechanics to work with a few different motions, though. We got about 1 minute still to go in the halftime. Both teams making full use of this to talk things out. New Zealand breaking their huddle. Maybe going to start to loosen up a little bit here now on the back line. And Spain doing the same just a moment later. So Spain has had a little more variation in their roster over the first half. We saw, for example, Jimenez out there for the first couple of points and not so much for the later ones. Now back out on the court. New Zealand has kept things a bit more consistent. Or maybe it just seems that way because they have so many people named Anderson on that side. And Gould, who's the sibling as well. So 4 siblings on this New Zealand roster. The players are ready. Here's the call from the referee, and off the rush we start. It's New Zealand there a little bit quicker again this time. A little bit of confusion on the Spanish side coming up, but they're up at the line now with their 4. They just send 1. Okay, there's a preemptive try by Nassar. It's going to give New Zealand that extra ball. To the line they come. They go toward the thrower, Nassar. Trying to bring the consequences of his missed shot to him, but he hops out of the way, and now he comes up on the attack. And it's his fake helping to draw some attention. Opening up a connection for Esquire. Okay, just 1 shot in, no return yet. Albert Jimenez threatening, but ultimately just providing a little bit of cover for his teammates to get a ball and get set up. Coming back up to the line, Spain attacks. And just solo shots right now. Okay, not just solo shots this time. Nassar taken out, Dixon heading off to the side as well for New Zealand. Spain's got that 5-4 player edge now. Now we get a bit of a flurry. Jimenez hit out. So is Anderson, though. Good cover from Paula Bravo. Recognizing that chance to protect or avenge a teammate. Gonzalez misses on a shot toward the far corner. New Zealand 1 ball in hand per player. You see the defensive call coming out from the middle. Now Spain's going to move up, move an attack. There's a catch in the air. Esquire, great grab. That brings back some extra help in the form of Nassar, who takes over that left corner. New Zealand down to 2, trying to hold off Spain's strong start in the second half. Or are we? The referees pause things for the court condition to be attended to. Apologizing to Davidson for breaking up his momentum, but he knows it's for a good cause. And of course, part of the reason, if he were to throw and end up having to backpedal over that spot, we don't want players to have an undue risk of slipping and falling. They come together now. New Zealand back up to the line after that pause. They're using all the time they can for pump fakes. Both players send one in. And both players missing, so Spain will get a chance to return with 4. It's just a solo shot caught by the ball retriever. Return shots, just some 1-for-1s. Spain's back at it, coming to the middle. That's a great shot. Alejandra Navarro puts it right on the inside of the ankle on the opposite corner. Hey, they get a lot of movement out of Davidson, who sends a shot back from about half court. Davidson's keeping 2 balls in hand for defense for now. He's going to go defensive. Nice hop out of the way and gets a good attack. Another good attack. And we are seeing, maybe saw a bit of the reaction there from Paula Bravo. Just not necessarily the fact that she got out, but because when she got out, she just put the ball in place instead of passing it to a teammate. That's one of those small differences between cloth and foam that can have a big impact mid-match. Ooh, good defensive play. No, he is calling himself grazed in the back of the head. You see Nassar showing his appreciation for the integrity there. Davidson doing good defensive moves, but those Spanish shots were on the money, and there were 3 of them, so. Point secured for Team Spain. hand off the rush. Okay, it looks like Spain jumping a little early. We're seeing the referee say that's your first warning. First warning's free, so just don't get a second one in the same half. They do not this time. Right away off the rush, Davidson gets one of those hits he was hoping for in the last point. 15 minutes still to go in the match. New Zealand attacks toward the middle. Davidson still clearly fresh enough to let those shots go. Spain trying to set up an attack here. Hey, that ball bouncing. I think that bounced before. Yep. Definitely was not going to be a catch. Although it did look pretty cool. Okay, it looks like Nassar was able to find Dixon and evade the shot coming in. Davidson gets control of the ball. New Zealand now back up to the line. Davidson big fake. This time it's a take. Esquire with the block though. He was ready. Spain's attack gets through. It's a big move ahead in the player advantage, 5-4. Okay, another good shot. Anderson went to the air, even as this ball was able to take him out. Spain doing well to connect on these shots. And long range, Jimenez is okay. 2 balls went his way, but good defensive work on his part. Team Spain to the middle. It's Nassar throwing outside, and then, okay, Davidson with a proactive shot. Once again, it's Paula Bravo. Hippity hopping off the court after getting tagged there. Davidson a good target again. He's been moving really well on the court, though. Big dodges to try and make sure that he is very difficult to hit. There's a try onto him. His return comes through. The Spanish players bunching up a little bit. Albert Jimenez is okay. I think the referees just want to, try and clean up that spot where he hit the ground. Making sure everything is cleaned up. New Zealand ball retriever coming across the line to help make sure everything's safe. Spanish retriever just destroying the mop in the process. All right, and now as things have been cleaned up, we're going to restart in a moment. Looks like some minor problems with the TV on the side, which is being used as a score and timepiece. But it was minor. Now we're getting back to it. Both teams on the back line, ready to resume. Spain with the edge right now in players and balls. A little bit of back and forth. About 4 balls thrown, but no eliminations yet. They look toward Davidson again, who's been quite elusive so far. Okay, Spain this time connecting. They send 2 right on the money. New Zealand with their 2 remaining players coming to the line. It's a try toward Nassar. He's okay. And a bit of a flurry coming through, but again, everybody just a bit off the mark now. Spain looking toward Davidson again, who's doing well to make those defensive moves and then fire one from the back line. Two balls sent his way, but they bounce before they find him. Davidson checks in with the referees. Yeah, both balls bounced. He is safe. Spain, it's on them to throw. They're running a little low on time, but they get the throws away. Nassar is countered. So is Jimenez. That ball's going to roll away from the Spanish side. Finds its home in New Zealand. They've got 4 in hand. They attack with just 1. The pace has slowed again a little bit. Okay, good block by Jimenez on the straight shot from Davidson. Okay, now opportunistic shots from Spain, but yeah, I think the referees had already blown the whistle to attend to some sweat on the court, because that whistle clearly went before the hits. There is no elimination. So New Zealand still got 2 out there. Robert Shaw still on the court. And to the back line. And now to the center line. Spain sends a couple. Jimenez is well attacking. Robert Shaw is able to get below. All the balls now on the New Zealand side. Let's see if they're able to capitalize. They go toward Jimenez, and it pops up off of him into the waiting arms of Gonzalez. That is a fortunate bounce for the Spanish side. And now Davidson out there alone again, testing his fitness levels as he's been a target. He's been out there for a long time. And there's a center line. Albert Jimenez touches the center on the throw and is taken out by the line. Center line's a bad time sometimes. Spain, though, still got 3 out there. Plenty of players to try and close this out. Davidson's going to try and say something about that. Okay, good shot. Davidson winning that 1 for 1. Making it a little more doable. That ball blocked. Spain returning with just 1. Okay, Davidson recognizing a moment again where Gonzalez had turned away, so it's going to be up to Navarro. And we have another mop-up moment. Brought to you by Bat Mop. Okay, Davidson on the back for New Zealand, facing off again against Alejandra Navarro, who hops over that second ball, attacks. Davidson tries, misses high. Both players backing off a little bit now. It's going to be on the Spanish player to throw. She steps into that one, comes close, and is electing to throw the extra ball. Davidson is not going to get at her before she gets a couple of defensive tools again, but attacks, nicely blocked. Navarro's attack just missing as Davidson scooches out of the way. Good jump from Navarro. Another one just going kind of low between the legs. Both players have come fairly close a few times, and that one gets through. Davidson, last man standing, works through 4 opponents. A little bit of help from the center line, but that final shot bouncing up off the blocker and into Navarro's face, extending that Spanish lead. Making some work on that scoreboard on the side again. We can see on there we got about 7.5 minutes to go. players come up. They get 2 shots toward the left corner. Jimenez back out there in the left corner. On the right side, David Bartolome taking over. Okay, good long shot there. Hector Barbera representing the name Turbo on his jersey. Just like the extra button on my old PC. Okay, that shot just looks like it may have managed to clip Gould from long range. Spain to the line, they shift positions a little bit. They send a couple balls and they get a hit onto the left corner, Anderson. And so again, some great accuracy coming in on these Spanish shots. New Zealand's gonna have to play from behind now. Up to the middle, that shot missing. Spain's gonna set up on offense. Just a solo shot, and it makes sense keeping the balls in the hands of the corners to play defense with. Play it safe, try and make sure you secure this point. Okay, but that'll make it a little bit harder as Jimenez is hit out. He is just barely grazed. Okay, but there's a good shot in return. And another 1-for-1, obviously favoring Spain with these numbers. And it's another cleanup moment. We may have some excited Argentinians entering the building. You might be getting that picked up on the microphones. There's a whole big song every single time. A little bit of dancing. A little more dancing. Yep. Quite a bit of dancing, basically. Can we cut to that, Mitch? One day we'll have camera angles to feature this too. Team Spain looking to close this one out. Bartolome's attack missing. And a rush counter back, nicely blocked. And New Zealand not out of it yet. Long range try, okay, there we see those shots from the safe distance around mid-court. Trying to make sure the player's not too exposed to a possible rush attack from Spain. Nicely blocked, just swatting that ball away. And again, great work. Look at the confidence with those blocks. Bartolome the target this time. Missed. And now Spain just trying with some solo shots to get through. But not having a lot of luck yet. Tried the timing moves. If those don't work, as Prime is ready, able to block away the incoming shots, able to whittle down the opponents a little bit. As Bartolome is out. Prime still has 4 to face down though. Spain comes up, they bunch up a little bit. Prime, oh, gets disarmed. Ended up pushing her own ball away with the incoming shot. Good performance out of her, but Spain is able to keep that pressure up and eventually secure the point. So Spain knows they're running a little bit low on time, so they want to get things set up in a hurry. 3.5 minutes to go in the match. It does make sense. Spain ready to go, New Zealand getting set up. They adjust their rush. And again, we see that turnaround try. This time it misses. Spain's going to come out with 4. They send 1. And just one in return from New Zealand. We'll have the luxury of playing this a little bit more slowly if they choose to. That ball skipping in toward Dixon, but doesn't get through. And New Zealand now, they get one through, but Bartolome is able to block. 2.5 minutes to go. Davidson still showing a lot of movement on his dodges. I'm sure that red had been doing some extra work, keeping him dry. There's a nice pop-up shot. Esquire taken out. Anderson, though, is taken out as well. To the line, it's Spain attacking from the left side toward the middle, but no harm done this time. And that follow shot gets through. Bartolome briefly unhappy with how things went, but that was a couple of accurate shots out of New Zealand, so nothing to be too upset about. Back to the line, some good fakes from New Zealand, trying to disguise the intent, and the return shot from Borges is blocked. Long range tries, not on the mark yet. Okay, and now in the flurries back and forth, it's just one at a time, but one of them did find Paula Bravo, who exits from stage back. Okay, and now we see another hit as Barbera is taken out, and actually New Zealand connecting again. They reduce the Spanish side to just Maria Gonzalez, who does get one hit, but is still facing down 4. New Zealand with 30 seconds left. Just gonna try and put this away. Davidson has to hop a little bit awkwardly, and he gets grazed. Good blocks, low defensive play, another up high block. Sends everything. New Zealand knows they don't have to work too hard at the moment. Oh, and we got a back line, I think. Yeah. The Irish player confirming that there was a back line violation. So New Zealand taking that final point. And that, I believe, is going to end the match based on how the potential move to no blocking has been understood in this tournament. So a clarification in the rules yesterday. As far as I know, that's still the interpretation, that if a point ends in the final 30 seconds of the half, we will not actually be moving to no blocking. But I know that was a point of some discussion and confusion between some of the officials and teams yesterday, so I think that's the signal from the ref saying that, yeah, we are complete for this match. So New Zealand, the stronger team in this opener. The Spanish team had a lot of great moments, though, a lot of great solo throws. And a nice close one to start off the day. But if you're wondering what comes next, we have a women's foam match that will be up on this court shortly. We are going to see Czechia take on Hong Kong. That'll be up next here in the blue box at the Dodgeball World Championships in Graz, Austria.